Hey Bulls, I'm Kate Turner and I'm running for SGA President. I've been a member of SGA for 2 years now, last year as an executive board member and this year as secretary. I have been involved in a lot of things that you've probably seen around the school. Last year I helped organize our sports-themed leadership lock-in, and this year I oversaw our homecoming halftime show. Our committee organized the homecoming court, the cars, and the schedule down to the exact minute, and so much more. I also worked very closely with our other SGA officers when planning this year's homecoming dance. I have worked closely with the Spirit Men when getting ready for school events. I have ran conference nights. I have been a leader at our freshman bowl camps, and I have helped at open house. As SGA secretary, I have planned meetings, kept records, tried new ways to keep everyone organized, and I have taken endless notes, not only on how I want to improve SGA, but how I want to see SGA and the student body come together next year. I want to implement new ways for your student government to be just that, your student government. Yes, we do run pep rallies and homecomings, and we make signs all the time, but we do so much more than that. Our job as a student government association is to represent the needs of our school and our student body to the best of our ability. The only way we can do that is if we really listen and we make it a top priority. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to add new ways to hear what the student body wants to see around the school and work to the best of our ability to make it happen. Too often we get distracted and we forget what our purpose is as an SGA. I have experienced highs and lows in the past 2 years, and I see what needs to be changed. I am so incredibly excited to go in and begin working on what I believe can be an amazing year. I am hardworking and very determined, and as your SGA president, I will work my very hardest to ensure that the next school year is amazing, not just for our SGA students, but for the entire school. So when you go to vote, remember, I don't want to repeat years past. I want the 2020-2021 school year to be different in the very best way. So for president, vote for Kate, so I can make next school year great.
Hello, my name is Maura Howard, and many of you probably know me from athletics and our football team. However, I am more than just an athlete. I am a student athlete who's running for student government president. From the first day at Bloomingdale, I knew I wanted to become more involved, so I joined SGA along with other clubs. My involvement with SGA consisted of, but not only to, the shadowing of Vice President Morgan Garisco and learning the ropes first quarter while helping set up homecoming and the fall pep rally, to being a representative for Bloomingdale at the Hillsborough County SGA's district meeting, in addition to being co-committee head of Leadership Lock-In. These past few years, I constantly found ways to be helpful whenever. I am consistently spending time in leadership roles and trying to be as productive as possible, always looking for improvements. As your student government president, I promise to end all homework. I'm kidding, I can't do that. But I can be your vocal leader with the school's administration and work with you to make this an outstanding year at Bloomingdale. I will introduce ideas for events such as the quarterly Teachers vs. Students competition, and we'll work together to help the community by offering more volunteer opportunities and showing them just how dedicated we Bloomingdale students are. Furthermore, I also intend to get our teams more active, as we will be introducing new weekly interviews with players and coaches that'll air on the morning show and other new ideas. I would greatly appreciate your vote for president. If elected, I will continue to provide support for all things that are important to us, no matter how big or small they are. You may always come talk to me. Let's work together to make this the best year for all of us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Victoria Baldor and I'm running for SGA President for the upcoming school year. This year in SGA, I'm Junior Vice President. This position has allowed me to gain experience in what it takes to be an SGA officer and also understand how much work is put in behind the scenes. I have planned bondings for the SGA members, organized the pep rally, and have also acted as president when the president and vice president could not make it. Sophomore year is my first year in SGA. I was sophomore class senator. This means that I was a messenger between SGA and steering. Some ideas I have for the upcoming school year include having SGA vote on a homecoming theme, having steering and SGA work together, and also having polls put up on EDSB for every student to vote on so they can voice their opinion on things such as what they want to see in pep rallies and themes for Friday night football games. I'm not very athletic, I'm not involved in any sports. SGA has and will continue to be my #1 priority next year. I have wanted to be president since the first day I became an SGA. It's been a dream, and I've worked hard to gain experience so that I can be the best possible candidate for this position. I love Bloomingdale and I love SGA. You guys feel like my home, and I really want to improve the school and SGA next year. I understand that these are trying times and my heart goes out to the seniors this year, but next year I really want to make it the best year at Bloomingdale. So please vote me for SGA president. Stay safe and go Bulls.
Hello, my name is Trey Hydock, and I am running for SGA Vice President. I've been involved in student government for 2 years now, and over the course of those 2 years, I've had ample opportunity both to learn about leadership and to gain leadership experience. One of the most important things I've learned about leadership is how to lead by example. For such a position as SGA Vice President, this is especially important, but I am well versed in this area of leadership. In both the Student Government Association and the student body as a whole, I stand out as an exceptionally qualified candidate for this position. In the area of leadership, I am distinguished as having been a member of student government for 2 years, having served as an SGA committee head twice, and being a member of the steering club for 3 years. Furthermore, I am also involved in several honor societies and a member of the orchestra leadership. In addition to this, I am also a leader in the field of academics, and those who know me can testify as to my hard work and discipline in this area. On top of these leadership accomplishments, I also possess several character attributes that I believe would serve me quite well as SGA Vice President. Firstly, I am hardworking. I am willing and ready to put in the hard work to get done what needs to be done, and I am prepared to overcome any challenges that I might face in this position. Secondly, I am cooperative. I am open to suggestions and new ideas, and I want to work with SGA and the student body to make sure that all students have a voice and that all students are heard. Finally, I am dedicated. I prefer to put my whole effort into things that I do, and I would approach my work as SGA Vice President with the same work ethic. If elected to this position, I would do my best to uphold and exceed the expectations of those who elected me. I know that this next school year can be great, and I hope that you will help me make that possibility into a reality. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Cameron Brooker and I'm running to be SGA Vice President for the upcoming school year. This past school year I was junior senator, which basically just meant that I represented the junior class in the HERD meetings, and I helped relay information between SGA and steering that was important to planning events such as Incredibles. I was also a Metropolitan Ministries committee head within SGA, which basically just meant that Kiki and I had to plan our goal for cans, how we were going to count up the cans from each class, how we were going to reward the best class of cans, how we were going to get the cans to Metro, how the day at Metro would go, and it just basically helped me learn how to plan an SGA event that we do every year. This upcoming school year, SGA Vice President is going to be in charge of homecoming. They're going to oversee all of homecoming. And I think it's important to acknowledge that I did attend every single mandatory homecoming workday this school year. So I was able to see a lot of what I loved about workdays and what I think we could change a little bit just to be a little more effective in our productivity. I think that over summer we could develop committees at the beginning of the summer, separate into 3 committees tailored just for homecoming. And we could get more done that way by splitting up the work and making sure we know exactly what every single group will do, so that we're not in a time crunch right at the beginning of the school year and having a bunch of work days and stuff right at the beginning of the school year. I also think that it's important this year that SGA gets a little bit more involved in the community, because I think it's important as Bloomingdale SGA to positively represent our school and the rest of the community and show that we are really good, positive people in the community and we can make a difference in Bloomingdale. So I'm running for SGA Vice President. Go vote on Wednesday.
Hey Bulls, I sure hope this video finds each of you safe and healthy, and your families too. My name is Maura Swanson. I am a sophomore and I am running for SGA Secretary. The Secretary is responsible for taking notes, or as we call them, minutes, during all meetings. Speaking of notes, I'm very detail-oriented and precise. Just look at all of the notes that I took just yesterday for an hour on Zoom for chemistry. I have served for 2 years on steering for my class. As a freshman, I represented my class at HERD meetings. I took many notes during those meetings and relayed that information back to our steering committee. I am currently on the SGA Executive Board, and this year I served as committee head for Leadership Lock-In. I want to see some communications improve between SGA and our student body. I want to help increase student involvement and school spirit. I think we can accomplish this through HERD meetings, use of student surveys and pollings, as well as increased communications. We are the generation of social media and technology. One thing that I've learned through this current crisis is that communication is key. Let's find better ways to do this to make our high school experience the best that it can be. It is my honor to serve our school thus far, and I want to continue to serve in the future. I am qualified for this position, and as the youngest candidate running for an SGA office, I feel that it is important to be part of your leadership in the future to help Bloomingdale build a better tomorrow. I am asking for you to vote for me, Maura, for your next SGA secretary. And please, finish strong academically, stay safe and healthy, and vote Maura for SGA secretary for a better tomorrow. Go Bulls!
Hi, I'm Maddie Morin, and I'm running for SGA secretary. I'm a junior, and I've been in steering and orchestra for 3 years, and National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Beta Club for 2. I would love to be secretary, and I think that I would be great at it because I'm very organized and responsible. In SGA this year, I've worked on advertising. I brought in decorations for homecoming, and I organized names and shirts for Leadership Lock-In. Something that I want to work on within SGA next year is planning ahead. For example, I would like to have a whole layout of all the homecoming decorations before we start making them. I would also like to improve student involvement through getting the signs out on time, increased EDSB polls, and more free events such as student versus teacher games. I would also like SGA to become more involved in the community through organizations such as ECHO and children's hospitals. We could donate toys or clothes, and we could also make blankets. So SGA has been very important to me through my junior year. It has helped me to build leadership skills and learn how to communicate with others. I would love to become more involved in the school as your SGA secretary. Vote for me and go Bulls!
Hi, I'm Joy Ray, and I'm running for SGA secretary. As secretary, I want to make sure SGA is as organized as it can be. I will make sure all information is clear, understandable, and accessible. I plan on doing this through constant communication with my peers in and out of SGA, as well as my superiors. In SGA, I learned how important communication and organization is. I was a committee head for Incredibles, and I had to do a lot of communicating with adults and students. In addition, I had to make sure I was organized so that others around me had a clear understanding on what was going on with the event. By being committee head, I feel I have a greater grasp of what skills are needed to be a sufficient secretary. And by using these skills, I hope to better SGA as a whole. SGA has always had a huge positive effect on me, the students, and the school, and I want to have a bigger role on creating this effect. I love to help others, and I always have, and through SGA, I want to better the students' high school experience. I want to enhance and improve the impact made by SGA, and I believe by more communication and organization, this can happen.
Hi Bloomingdale, my name is Tatiana Beasley and I'm running for SGA Treasurer. I promise that every penny collected will be thoroughly accounted for and to take all deadlines seriously. I always strive to do my very best and be adaptable, even in stressful situations. I want you all to know that I'm approachable and open to all of your ideas. SGA has not only presented wonderful opportunities that I will cherish for the rest of my life, but has allowed me to grow and become a better and more confident person. My leadership positions involving finances include Financial Secretary at Mount Pleasant A&E Church, Sophomore Class Treasurer, and SGA Treasurer. My ability to collect, record, and deposit funds received by these organizations in a timely, thorough, and confidential manner reflects my impeccable organizational skills and maturity. I was very thankful to have been allowed to assist Ms. Hart with planning, organizing, and managing the Incredible Games with the help of my committee as an officer, overseer, and committee chair. I knew that I wanted to be an organizer of this event because of its success in educating volunteers by altering perceptions about the capabilities of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I have also been an overseer of our Metropolitan Ministries and Homecoming Halftime Committee. I would feel honored and privileged to represent my school as a leader. If you place your confidence within me and elect me as your next SGA treasurer, I vow to make your concerns my concerns and be a diligent and reliable officer both inside and outside of school. Thank you so much, and I wish you all health and happiness.
Hi, my name is Jacob Byrd, and I'm running for the position of Public Relations. This position manages the SGA Twitter and Instagram. I've been an SGA for the past year and have been shadowing our current PR since the beginning of the year. One thing I would like to incorporate would be more student involvement. This could be done through polls and questions on our Instagram and Twitter that students could respond to. Another thing could be more club involvement, and this could be by the PR running the herd meetings and talking directly to the representatives. Thank you. Remember to vote on its.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Pignataro and I'm running for Student Government Historian. This past year has been my first year in SGA and I couldn't have loved it more. I was co-committee head of the Relay for Life team, and even though at this moment the event is postponed, I'm still very proud of everything my team accomplished. When I wasn't a committee head, I was a member of other committees working as hard as I could wherever I was needed. But next year I want to step up and take a leadership role within SGA. Historian is a new position here at Bloomingdale, so it's uncharted territory, but I think I would be a good fit for the new position. The historian will be in charge of scheduling and documenting events that SGA holds. I have ideas and plans for next year to help the year go smoothly, especially in the preparations and setup of homecoming. I have high hopes for next year, and it would be an honor to be your student government historian. Thank you.